Hello?
Oh.
Yep, alright. My problem on my end right now is trying to sync cloud saves. There, now it's going. Yep.
Good. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, I hope it's like last time. That was fun. 6 people with ketchup on.
Get ready. Race for the top position.
I like how split stream still works with collision off. Well, I mean, it's supposed to. It makes sense, but it works while you're going through them. Crap, not used to using the tuned versions. Yeah, I have. I'm just not used to using the Outrun versions. I'm also not used to this car after being stuck using the novice cars in 2006. I haven't unlocked any of the higher ones in the version I'm playing of that right now. So did I.
First place. Game over.
That was pretty fun last time.
Yeah, it's over here. I don't know if she'd be very
Get
good.
ready.
Also, I'm about to have an oven go off right at the end of this race.
Checkpoint.
I randomly started drifting.
That happens.
Checkpoint.
Oh shit.
Wow.
That was scary. What did you...
I crashed.
Checkpoint.
And then I crashed again.
Yeah, I seem to be having some trouble crashing as well.
Yeah. I was further back, but yeah. I gotta get off for a moment here. I gotta get this pizza out of the oven. So that'll happen while the loading screen's up.
So let's invite him to the party.
Alright, I'm back. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Get ready. Race for the top position.
Whoa!
That was interesting.
Getting flipped all over the place.
Oh shit, wow. I just crashed so hard the game frame rate dropped.
Wow.
I just a temporary like so much was going on, it just stopped. I was like, oh, okay.
Checkpoint.
Yeah, I crashed so hard I got knocked into 4th place.
First place.
Alright, finished this time.
Shadow Flex is driving.
Game over.
Battery.
Get ready. Race for the top position.
Wow. He just rammed me into the wall. Like, I'm pretty sure it was on purpose based on how it happened.
I think that happened a little bit last time we played. That might have just been subsequent. Not sure.
This is ridiculous.
Apparently.
Wow!
Crash.
Yeah. I got spun like 4 times.
Checkpoint.
Not really having good times back here. Keep running into walls.
I ran into a rock.
Yeah, I did too, and then I ran into the gate opposite the rock.
Checkpoint.
Yeah, here we go.
Like, the rock didn't spin me out, but then the gate did.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
about as well as anyone I know from an internet.
I know, I'm in last place.
Third place.
I am hugging these like they're a long
Yeah, I'm not
No!
finishing
No!
this.
Son of a... Oh, I was right there.
Game over.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Way off for lunch.
Race for the top position.
No, I forgot until up about 10 minutes before we started. Fortunately, Geggs reminded me. Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, I woke up at 2:30 in the afternoon. I didn't have time to practice.
I don't have any sort of excuse like that. I was up before 6 in the morning.
Wow.
Well, I also went to bed sometime like 9, so...
Checkpoint.
It's weird, I've gotten into a normal person sleep schedule.
Lost my normal sleep without work now. 8 every
Well, right now I'm at my relative's house sitting, because they're gone for 3 weeks. And they're an hour off from me, so...
Checkpoint.
Wait, where did everyone go?
And up.
It's saying I'm in second place, but no one ever passed me.
Wait a second.
I think...
You just went to the right, didn't you?
I don't know.
I saw you go to the right, but I thought that was just a bug. Are you?
No, I am on the right... I am on the wrong route, guys.
Holy shit. I didn't want to say anything because I thought I was just crazy.
No! I'm doing Icescape now.
Someone tell Sega. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Sega.
That means I'm gonna be stuck doing Milky Way at the end again. Damn it. No, it won't let me go left. It forces me to go right. See, I try going left, and oh yeah, I guess it will let me go, so it's putting me at Floral Village. It keeps flickering between first and second when I get really close, because it can't decide what the actual position is. But then I crash, so it's not going to matter.
First place.
Yeah, that was just really weird.
Oh. Oh.
barely made fourth.
Game over.
Whose static is that? Oh, there it goes.
quite some...
Get ready. Race for the top position.
I just picked this one up because,
That's sort of how... Acted by something.
I just have too many games.
Yeah,
that's
that's
my
sort of my problem.
But I got it because I didn't even have an Xbox until a few months before the game got pulled. But I got it the last time it was on sale for half off.
Topic one day.
Checkpoint.
They announced that it was being pulled like a year before
Yeah.
it happened for Xbox, but PS3 it got pulled immediately.
Licensing terms.
Probably stuff related to Microsoft.
ah,
Because with Sony, I mean, they give the publishers on Sony way too much power with regards to pulling stuff. I mean, they can actually pull stuff off the service and people won't be able to play it, period. Like, even if they've already bought it, they won't be able to re-download it. That happened a couple of times with PSP games after the Vita came out, because people were using it for hacking.
Well, that was different though, because that was a limited time for pulling this to fix this bug.
Yeah, but even then, you also have things like all the IRAM games getting pulled. Like, you can re-download those, but
I don't know, the big thing that just confused me is because it was expiring then of the platform regardless. It's got
I don't know, keep in mind, we're talking about the Xbox 360 here, where it can take 2 months for a patch to come out for a game.
yeah, but we're also talking about Ferrari, which protects
Oh,
the brand
Jesus,
like
what?
you wouldn't believe.
Somehow, I'm gonna say Ferrari probably doesn't have more money than Microsoft.
Checkpoint.
It's not the money issue, it's just... doesn't matter really though.
Yeah.
The way the licensing works is since all the copies of the game were digital, like, Sega needed that license every time they sold a copy, versus
That's
if they
correct.
had just produced it. Like, you know, like with Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, it was a physical. So, probably they had until a certain date to sell all their copies, so to speak, before they weren't allowed to produce anything.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened, but I just got completely spun around multiple times and just could not go straight at all. Like I was in the middle of
Coming
a
out of a
drift and it
drift?
rammed me into a wall. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been having that same...
Well, I mean, on my end, it might be because I've got a really crappy internet connection here.
Oh, I don't know, you guys keep, like, I keep hitting stuff, and then you guys just sort of ram me up in the air for a few seconds.
Fun. Woo!
Hey, will I finish?
That's not bad.
I'm certainly having more fun with this than I would be if we were playing Daytona USA, mainly because I'm really bad at Daytona USA.
That, and it doesn't take much to be decent.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, last time we played this was the first time I ever tried using manual transmission in a racing game. And it took me, yeah. And then after 30 seconds I was like, oh wow, I was just retarded for the first 20 minutes.
I like using manual in a racing game, which is weird, because like, with real cars, I don't know if it's the lack of feedback or what, I just had never really gotten the hang of it.
After I started playing Outrun, I started liking manual in games more. Because, I mean, especially in Outrun, it's better, yeah. I drive automatic in real life, but I've never really had the opportunity to drive a manual transmission vehicle in real life. I don't do a lot of driving.
I can do manual in real life and back, because then again, I also grew up in a country area, and it wasn't.
Yeah, that's my problem over here. Because, I mean, I live in Illinois, and it's not Chicago, so by default, it's country. And then the house I'm in right now, house sitting for my aunt and uncle, I'm in Kentucky, so it's also country. I've seen like one KFC here total, which is weird.
Are you anywhere near like a wild turkey bottling plant or anything? That would be totally...
No, the closest thing I'm near to in Kentucky right now is actually Fort Knox.
Oh, that's still pretty cool.
Actually end up in that state in about a week. Hell of a Dragon. It's a road I've been wanting to drive for 5 years now. It's got like 300 turns, 11 miles. I'm thinking now that I'm laid off, that's the perfect
point. Any idea where it is?
A long time.
Right. That's not surprising. I don't know, I'd love to be able to not drift. It keeps forcing me into drifts.
When you're tight corner and you
Yeah, I know.
Checkpoint.
It keeps forcing me into drifts when I'm just trying to go straight or go around a normal turn. Yeah. Or one where you're going slower than top speed.
That's a pretty good definition.
have those giant shit.
Yeah.
Ah! I just T-boned a cliff face. Yeah, drifting is definitely more finicky playing on the line than I'm used to.
Yeah. imagine at least part of it is because we have ketchup on.
Yeah.
Because ketchup really screws with the driving physics.
Whoa!
Don't. You don't. Wow.
Can anyone see what I was doing?
Yeah, you
No.
were drifting backwards, weren't
Oh my god.
Yeah, I did nothing to start that either. I was just driving along and my car whipped around.
you? Yeah, that was on the bridge. Like,
Wow.
that wasn't a turn. That was a...
Yeah, and that's
like
you're
you're-
not even touching the stick.
It's like your car just wanted to laugh at me, and then I passed you. Weird.
I'm just glad that somebody saw that, so it wasn't me just sounding crazy.
Apparently, I'm really good at witnessing people doing crazy shit. I should start recording.
No kidding.
Like, it's like, oh wow, that person went to the right. Nah, that couldn't have happened, and then they did.
Well, the thing with my flip out there was it kept going. Like, I couldn't correct the thing for like 5-10 seconds.
Hmm.
Get ready. Race for the top position.
I was hoping it would let me go the wrong way again.
The guy through the split who determines where the rest of us go.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, first place when we reach a fork determines which path.
Oh, huh. It was just
Makes
pointing
sense,
to the
'cause-
left for me.
But that's why I was trying to get it to make me go the wrong way again, because I think what happened was I was in first place at the exact same time as whoever else was in first place.
It's one of those points where it's like jumping between first and second every other frame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh!
That was not drifting. That just happened.
That was painful.
Wish I had seen it.
Kart drift and I'm airborne. And there's a car driving under me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's unintended. gonna have to stop playing after this round for a moment, just to see what's up with the dog. I don't think there's anything wrong, but I just gotta make sure because she was making stupid noises just now. Whoops.
Oh, God!
Second place.
Well, that's the first and only race I'm ever going to win online. Yeah.
I got forced into too much of a drift and ran head first into a wall during a curve.
Yep. Yes, that happened.
Game over.
Alright, she's fine.
Typical dog moment.
Yep. Yeah, neither did I.
Yellow, black, white, silver, green, light blue, dark blue. Wow, there's...
Colors Ferrari would never let you actually have.
That's the reason they took the licensing away from Sega. They got mad about
That's right.
the colors.
That's right. You went outside of red, black, and yellow. We can't deal with you anymore. I love the fact that they've even trademarked that shade of red as Ferrari red.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty important.
Get ready.
Anything if you have enough money.
You can copyright really stupid things, so that doesn't surprise me. And same for...
It's like
Well-
specific shade too. Not like they don't own.
Yeah, we're
red.
talking hexadecimal.
Yeah.
But it's like, you can patent pieces of code. Or, you know, not even pieces of code, concepts.
Yeah. You patent like a.
Wow. Yeah, you just, from my perspective, it looks like an orange Holocaust.
Wow.
Like, I just saw the car and then just cones going everywhere, like forward past me.
Wow. Okay, yeah, maybe you
Wow,
do need
you
to
are-
record.
Oh, that was a great trip.
I don't know, I'm just gonna assume it's because of grammar, and I'm just gonna assume it happened because magic. Programming magic.
Well, I just watched you. You were on the left side of me. I rammed you into a wall, and you ended up on the right side of me. You went through my car.
Ah! Damn it! I'm going backwards.
Yep,
Okay,
poor...
I just did a.
Exactly.
I just did a 360 drift. I didn't know that was possible with this game's physics.
I don't think it's supposed to be. Again, I'm going to blame it on catch-up mode.
Yeah. And
I'd like to just believe it's clear code, and that's why it's awesome. 'Cause, I mean, I can't race where it's happening, but it's funny as hell to witness.
Yeah, I think the glitchy code in question for multiplayer is catch-up mode.
Let's turn
Because-
that off, can't we?
We turned it on purpose!
yeah.
'Cause it's... Yeah, catch-up on collision on is great because you end up with people just running into each other.
This is intentional for the whole.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I just got,
And you see what happens when you run into someone. Instead of shoving them forward and giving them a speed boost, they just keep going. Sad but true.
Until, except last time we had a guy randomly. Today we had a guy randomly.
Yeah, but that's it. You have like 1 or 2 randoms.
Well, it's doubly expected that we're not going to have available for
Yeah. Well, I mean, a couple weeks, not a couple weeks, more than a couple weeks, but a few weeks back, I was playing the original version of Blaze Blue, and the only guy I found online the first couple of times I went online was some guy who was playing the Windows version. Because they never released the later versions of Blaze Blue on PC, just Calamity Trigger.
Yeah.
But since it's a Games for Windows Live game, it has cross-platform play. So.
I didn't actually know. Kind of sad that community is dead, but I mean, continuum shifting.
Well, everyone moved on to the later games.
Yeah.
Or actually, it's worse right now. Everyone moved on to freaking Persona 4 Arena. I have it, I like it, I just haven't played it, like, since launch. Too many other games.
To me, Arc fighting game, which does...
It's closer to Guilty Gear than Blaze Blue. So I know a lot of people are liking it just because of that.
So in other words, it's more complicated. I think complicated, but it's more...
Well, it's a bit odd as far as complexity, because control input-wise, it's easier. I mean, you don't have a lot of really difficult inputs. I mean, you don't have a lot of even things that aren't difficult but look difficult at first. But you have a lot more going on with regards to the actual gameplay, and some of it is a lot closer to Guilty Gear.
Get ready.
Probably get around to checking.
I got it at launch, I just haven't played it.
I haven't even played much of the extent of continuum of that since get into fighting games.
I got that at launch too, but I've put a lot more time into it than I have into Persona 4 Arena. Not quite as much time as I'd like, but I don't know. I do really like it, and I hope they announce at some point that Chrono Phantasma is going to have some of the characters that aren't in the arcade version be available for the home release.
I would have, based on how previous releases.
Yeah, but I mean, the reason they're not in, I can understand why they're not in right now, because story-wise, the 2 characters in question don't exist.
Right.
But I mean, those being Lambda 11 and Mu 12. But Lambda is my main, so I kind of need her to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was weird when like I said, I was playing Calamity Trigger, and it was weird trying to go from playing Lambda to playing Mu.
Not really the same.
No, they're very different, and it was just so weird, because it's like, my Lambda combos aren't working! And then going back to extend, my new combos aren't working! But they're both really fun to play.
Yeah, I'll put that on my list of stuff. I don't know, my gaming tends to check it, and it hasn't been back to a... Then again, I've barely been playing shmups.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I can't play them right now. I've been playing action games instead.
Yeah, I'm considering going back to finish my 100% goal for Burning. Got it, I've got full signature takedowns and a couple of the...
I don't know, I just got Torchlight 2 last night, so that's what I've been playing. I mean, Torchlight 2, it's the real Diablo 3. I mean, it really is much closer to being a proper Diablo 3 than Diablo 3 was.
Yeah, Diablo 3 is kind of a mess.
I haven't touched it since like 5 days after launch. Off it lagged.
I haven't played it at all. I have, because I have a friend who gave me one of his guest passes, but I haven't played it. I've registered it and downloaded it. That was it.
Debating buying the game at launch, and I had decided I wasn't, and then a buddy gave me like a 30. I didn't have a choice.
I don't know, I could have definitely bought something else with a $30 gift card.
No, he gave it to me explicitly to purchase that because he wanted me to play it.
Okay, fair enough. But I have no interest really in even touching it at this point. Maybe...
They built it for die-hard online players, and I've never played Diablo like this. Maybe with, like, friends, but not just...
Well, it's not just anything like that. I mean, I have no intention of, if I ever play the game, of spending money for in-game stuff. But right now, if I had the game and wanted to play it right now, I would not be able to because the internet connection I'm on is so bad. Whereas Torchlight 2, I can play it offline. Wow, I don't know what happened there.
The Real Money Auction House just fucked that game completely. Why we have the online.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And it's pretty terrible.
I get a shitload of offline to play.
They've been patching it to make it a little bit more tolerable so you don't have to
Game over.
Well, they were talking about adding, I guess it was the most recent patch, they added 100 extra levels.
Yeah, and those extra levels make a really big difference.
I'm not surprised.
Well, they boost your main stats and your gold and magic stats, so it increases the odds that you're going to get something actually worthwhile. You play the better stuff.
Still can't convince me to come back.
Yeah, part of the problem for me, as well as the whole online-only thing, is like I said, I wouldn't be able to play it all right now. Part of the problem is that they want $60 for it, and it's not going to drop in price for about 3 years, where it'll drop to around $50.
Somewhere actually has it on sale.
I would be more inclined to get it at around 30 than I am around 60.
Yeah, I paid 60, but like 30 probably.
I mean, Torchlight 2 was 20.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm finished with, I think, finished with the first act in Torchlight 2 as an Ember Mage, so I'm going back, before I do any more as her, I'm going back and starting a Berserker so I can mess around with some of the uniques I've picked up.
Past week, getting more of what I wanted to get out of Diablo.
That's not surprising.
Like, not even Borderlands 2. I just woke up on my first day laid off and was like, I'm gonna play something in February. Borderlands 2 is out. I got the original. Let's try it. And it.
Yeah, Borderlands is definitely fun. I need to play more of it myself. Because I actually have 2 copies of it, but I've hardly played it. Because I have it, the Game of the Year edition on Steam, because it was on sale ultra cheap. And then I have... Well, I don't know. I paid full price for Torchlight 2.
5 items. And that would be Half-Life 2, highest level pack, ASX Human Revolution, bugs, and actually that might just be it.
I
Yeah, I can't name everything I've paid full price for, but off the top of my head, I know there's the orange box because I bought a retail copy at full price,
Yeah.
and
Well,
Torchlight 2.
technically you could count Portal 2 because I bought the PS3 version.
Right. Well, I
And
would
then-
count that then because I only paid $30 for my copy of Portal 2. And now it's ultra cheap, so...
Yeah,
Everything Valve drops pretty quick.
Oh! I paid full price for World of Goo. Back when it was still $20.
That and a humble.
Yeah, so did I, long after I paid full price for it.
I don't really count, like, the cheap indie stuff in my price. That's so... It's when you're buying, like, a $60
$20
game
isn't
for
really
$20.
that cheap.
No, but it's not...
I'd say it's more when you're buying the $60 game for $10.
Why I haven't bought Max 3 yet. Sale.
I don't know, I paid $5 on the Steam sale for Bulletstorm, which I would have paid $10 for now that I've played it. I mean, I really enjoy Bulletstorm.
I haven't given it enough time. I think I might enjoy it.
I do. I actually ended up. Because, yeah, there's one boss where you can actually slide indefinitely. It's different because you have to look at it while you're shooting. And, like, you have to guess where you're going.
Ah!
Well, I know right now I've got to figure out what's going on with my copy of the game because I am right at the beginning, not the beginning, but like for a couple of checkpoints in to Act 4. And I can't do anything. I mean, I can do stuff, but it crashes whenever I hit space to slide or run.
Third place.
Yeah.
This just came up at this point.
Yeah, I had no problems before that.
Try verifying the local cache just to make sure it's not corrupted.
I have not.
A couple. Okay, I got an achievement.
Oh, what one?
Game over.
It's just the one for reaching every one of the endpoints.
I think at this point the only achievements I have left are I've got a couple of single-player achievements, the one for 1,000,000 points, the one for heart attack mode, because I know there's one there, and then I've got to get the one for winning 5 races in a row.
I apparently only have reach any goal in an automatic transition and arrive at all goals. I've got quite a few to get.
Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't put a
Oh
lot
no,
in
I'm
it.
missing a bunch. Scratch that. I still need AAA in Heart Attack, more than 1,000,000 in Outrun, Time Attack in under 430, 2.5 million in 15 course, complete 15 course Time Attack in under 1430, first place in 5 multiplayer matches and 50 single player games.
Race for the top position.
Good luck with all of them.
Yeah, well, most of them should be relatively easy. I mean, the 1,000,000 points in the regular course is just playing really well and not crashing, and not running into other cars. Because at that point, you get speed bonuses for for time when you get to a checkpoint. You get bonuses for drifting and slipstream when you pass cars, and you lose points if you crash into stuff. You get like half value on stuff. You gotta make sure not to crash into rivals and such.
That shouldn't be too hard.
The big one for me that's gonna be a problem is winning 5 multiplayer races in a row.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what's hard. I've got the other ones for winning in multiplayer, it's just the one for doing 5 in a row.
Yeah, that's a dick achievement.
wouldn't be so hard if people played the game. The thing is, the thing that screwed me out of it, when I was playing, because I was playing for several hours with a friend one-on-one, like, shortly after I got the game, and the thing that screwed me out of it is that your chain gets broken if you don't win the 15-course thing, if you don't finish. Even if you're ahead at the end, you still lose. So, it breaks your chain. But I mean, if we were to just play one-on-one, I mean, I can beat the guy. So, it's not a problem there. And he's pretty good at most games, but I still beat him at Outrun. And yesterday, we were playing Gears of War 3. We've been trying to get a couple of the single-player, or not single-player, a couple of, yeah, for the single-player, actually, the campaign achievements. And he and I, we ended up, because we had tried playing the whole thing on arcade mode, all 4 players on Insane, because we're trying to get the 4-player co-op achievements and the Insane Clear achievement. So we tried doing them all. Arcade mode Insane played through the entire game except for the final chapter in the final act. And we just kept getting destroyed by the final boss. So we ended up, what we did yesterday, after being, we weren't able to play for a while, but yesterday we were finally able to jump on again. We ended up doing campaign instead of arcade, 2 of us on Insane, 2 of us on casual, and the 2 on casual doing all the actual gameplay.
You guys just sort of chilling?
Well, I was one of the ones on casual at that point, so I was the one having to actually shoot stuff. But it's like, we've got 2 players actually playing the game at that point, and it's like, you feel like a superhero because you can't die. You just have so much health compared to playing on Insane where you die in 1 hit.
Checkpoint.
But no, we've got to do the other half of that because we finished the first half for 2 people, and one of the guys had to leave to go for a meeting, but we ended up not being able to play again yesterday. Letting me drift. Yep, I lose.
Play.
What about myself? You get low standards, but they're good to meet them.
It's a little depressing that even with
Game over.
the tuned cars, playing Goal A, none of us are getting past 4 minutes 30 seconds. And none of us are getting below that. Yeah.
Some of us are getting kind of...
Yeah, but I just mean, though, even for first place, it's still more than that.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of position trading going on. Not a constant first place the whole race.
Part of that is because we're playing on catch-up.
Yeah.
And if we were playing on standard mode, we'd have someone get out in front and just stay in first place for most of the race, and then the rest of us just hoping they crash.
Yeah, that's not true.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Kegs win every race.
Well, win most of them.
Yeah, maybe.
Ready?
Yeah, either that.
Race for the top position.
Which, the
Thanks!
catch-off will break everything.
Yeah, that doesn't work because you were in front of me. So you gave them a 10-second head start, and I'm still going to be in first place. Watching you guys crash into each other. There's no lakitu to fish you out.
Am I drifting on this turn? I don't know.
Oh! Start drifting in the straight for no reason.
You know, this game could really use karaoke mode, even though it has like 2 vocal tracks. I do too, I'm just saying it only has 2 of them. It's just
We need...
Daytona USA has karaoke mode.
I mean, if you really wanted to, I could, like, hire for my computer after and just compare Daytona music. I mean, I actually have the capabilities to do that.
Awesome.
Oh,
I think though if you did that, I would have to mute everything.
Probably.
Just because it wouldn't come through very well on my end.
Checkpoint.
That's why you'd be singing. Because you'd kind
Yeah.
of guess what a song is, and
Picturing with latency and everything, this ending up with us all singing.
Yeah. Yes. I'm just imagining that happening with Life Was a Bore, because it switches between spoken segments and sung segments.
Yep. Exactly what I needed.
like, for me, this is a really
Checkpoint.
and, you know, crashing into each other, crashing into walls. That's not the party I'm... That's part of
I don't get to go to any parties. I get to stay here and watch the dog. Whoa! I got stopped!
No, it's just nice for me to be hanging out with people from the actually, casual for once.
Yes.
Think about everything.
Alright, guys, we're gonna take turns, 1 credit clearing to Dawn Fox, and if you don't get it in 3 tries, then you have to leave the party.
That's pretty much Mups Chat these days.
Yeah.
And that's not counting the other fun I have on the forum. Like, I went 4 days this week called a racist or something by somebody with no provocation.
I just don't even look at the forum unless there's a thread for something I'm specifically interested in, like Ginga Force. I mean, I followed the Ginga Force thread a little bit. Wow!
Oh, seriously?
Yes, seriously.
Not be better.
You talking shit about the Dawn Fox?
Oh man, I'm being called on the phone and I don't know who it is. So, yeah. Hold on. I'll mute my thing.
First place.
wish there was a decent version of Turtles in Time to play.
Sorry, the closest you're getting is Double Dragon Neon, which, according to the thread I made, is a stupid piece of shit that no one will ever like. Also,
No
it's really
problem
gay.
with Double Dragon Neon. It is.
I
like
loved
the most,
it.
It's the most
Alright, I'm
easy
back.
the game can be.
Okay, hold on. I missed the entire conversation.
Turtles in Time, Double Dragon Neon.
Yes. Or as my
I
roommate
have-
has dubbed it, Bill and Ted's Excellent Double Dragon. That's basically
There
what it
you
is.
go.
I have Double Dragon Neon because I got it for free on PSN, because it's a
Same here.
PlayStation Plus freebie,
Yeah.
but I haven't played it at all yet. I've got it downloaded.
Two girls watched me play, and they, like, loved everything about it, like how 80s it was, and the whole final boss and credits sort of...
Opposition.
I have not gotten that far in it, but everything I've seen is great. And it's even the little jokes, too, like, you know, let loose the Mandroid.
Oh boy. I've heard so far, I mean, like I said, I haven't played it yet. I keep hearing conflicting reports about how it plays, about
It's
the
not
actual
Double
controls
Dragon.
and such. Okay, well, I've never played a Double Dragon game before, so that doesn't tell me much.
Okay,
play Double Dragon Advance.
Okay.
That'll give you a pretty good idea. You could just play the arcade, but I personally like the GBA. But
All I mean is, I keep hearing people talking about how stiff the controls are and such.
oh, that's BS.
But then-
they suck at video games. That's what it is.
Alright,
have-
tell that
have
to System
that.
11.
Entirely. The controls aren't stiff. I don't like that you can't cancel into it. Because there are some long attack animations that leave you unreal.
Alright.
Yeah.
But the actual, like, fisticuffs is just... Again, it's not a Double Dragon game, so you have to, you know, let's figure out combos, how to dodge shit. It is plenty fun.
Okay. Well, like I said, I've got it, I have it downloaded, I just haven't played it.
It's really fun with two people.
Well, I don't think I'm ever going to get to play Bro-Op, so...
It's alright, they're gonna patch in online bro-op, so...
They are?
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
I hope so, because if they do, I can actually play it.
I don't understand why they haven't been including it with these games. Like, the same deal with Scott Pilgrim. Lack of online co-op for, like, a year was just...
I guess
Yeah,
with Scott Pilgrim, you have to buy online mode.
Yeah, it's part of DLC that they've got.
It's part of the Knives Chow DLC, then?
No, part of the other new DLC that they've got. That I don't think is actually out yet. They delayed it.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing that. I don't know, the director at WayForward also said that if people bothered Microsoft enough, they tried to get Battletoads as DLC.
Oh!
I think would be
I am
awesome.
sold.
Exactly. Like,
I miss my Battletoads and Double classic game.
Checkpoint.
well, apparently, Microsoft and Rare listed something for Killer Instinct. Like they registered a
Yeah,
copy.
that's what everyone keeps saying.
No, they just renewed the trademark, which is
that's it?
a legal requirement
Yeah.
if they want to own it. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
disappointing.
standard business. KI3 ain't coming soon.
Well, I mean, if they
I
did
know
make
I've
it,
never played a Killer Instinct game either, so...
It is the only
they're-
game with dial-up combos that I actually like.
Also, lots of bugs.
Oh
Like,
god, yes.
like, whoa.
Kill your opponent by flashing them.
Yeah. Which is really messed up if you do it to Jago, because that's her brother.
Yeah.
Checkpoint.
Well, it's also messed up if you do it to another. Well,
Whatever, I mean...
That
I don't
sounds
know,
significantly less messed up,
Well, okay,
Well,
and
let's
it's
be
basically
honest.
looking at yourself naked in a
Okay.
mirror.
And
Yeah,
it's the
that
Orchid.
shouldn't kill you.
Like, Yeah, but you're already...
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, alright, there's...
Heart
swear
attack.
I can explain this.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of like if you've ever seen that Sonic the Hedgehog edit, where it's Robotnik looking at himself and he says, "My own clone, now neither of us will be perfect." Except since B Orchid is the one that's losing is already in, like, gonna die mode, she gets too excited and has a heart attack.
Alright, fair enough.
Hey guys! I beat Don Patch!
Wow, we just had... Holy shit, wait. The Warp Rattler just beat Don Potch. So, that means Gradius beat something in Konami Cave, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really didn't think of it.
Everything related to this is just awesome, though.
Yeah.
All around. I swear that Don Patch's join message could not have come at a time either.
I know.
Inviting him to the party. Okay. We're all gonna beat the Don Potch, and then we did.
Are you actually recording the group chat this time? Oh, that's gonna be awesome overlay.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I just don't look at Shmups Forum at all. Outside of a couple of threads for things I'm actually interested in, like Ginga Force, because there's nowhere else for news. It's just the forum itself and the people on it. It's just... Personally, I don't bother with forums.
It's the only place I have any kind of active participation. Not because occasionally I can get a halfway decent comment.
Yeah, I love
it's pretty rare.
I've looked at Off Topic like twice total in the time I've been on Shmups Forum.
Oh, it's a wonderful
It
place.
has the drunk thread.
Drunk thread
I
classic.
never drink, so you know.
Little things that annoy you is actually a pretty good.
Checkpoint.
Yeah, Rolling Start's pretty great.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
voiced an opinion on
playing
Burnout
this-
3 and didn't get told I was wrong.
I think I've actually posted more times on Rolling Start than I have in the Off Topic forum on Shmups Forum.
I should do that just because no one's called me a pederast yet on Rolling Start.
But I mean, like I said, I've only posted like 3 times total on Rolling Start. That's still more than Off Topic.
That's because we are based
Oh,
in
great.
the community there.
And you guys ever seen the video where the guy plays like cruising updated ROM graphics and everything?
I have not, but that sounds hilarious.
I wanna see if we can set up a multiplayer race with the game completely breaking down like that for everybody, because it would be like you can half see the road, like glitches with like all of them loaded.
Oh, great.
So, it's like we could be trying to get to the end of the phase, but most of them guy in the lead.
It
And
would
it would
be who
be-
doesn't hit a wall in charge.
Yeah, I can imagine a lot of position trading happening if people.
Yeah.
I can imagine a lot of dead stops as well. The whole
Or like
map.
memorize the course. And I can see that almost happening in Outrun 2, memorize the course.
That's just great. Screw solving a Rubik's Cube. Fine, we'll do cruising.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to see that, though.
I guess I'll link it in this thread.
Yeah.
I guess that would be the appropriate.
Yep. certainly related to us playing Outrun.
Collisions and the blind lead.
Yep.
I'm in Milky Way, eh?
Yeah, so am I.
Alright, well, we're good
Coming
to
around.
hear we're all on the same page. Again.
I just don't like Milky Way.
Oh, for
No. Ah! Did
Ah!
I just accelerate?
Yeah, you do that a lot.
Yeah, but like coming
Because
out of
ketchup's
a
on.
gain
No, I
like
don't.
100k.
Yeah, because ketchup's
Yeah,
on.
no, I know that it's on. It's just holy fuck, it's hard to control.
Game's certainly not designed around it.
It's these stupid yellow and black warnings.
Hey, I won.
Yeah, I know. The warning things really kill me. That's why I'm not going to finish. See? I'm looking at the goal flag. Ah, Don Patch left.
I was about to say Don Patch was right behind me. I'm like, seriously? Come on.
Game over.
Those cutout people were not excited.
Alright, so let's definitely go ahead and not play Milky Way anymore, because it sucks.
Yeah. But despite winning there, I'm gonna agree.
Now, it's always funny coming across people on live with relevant names, though.
That
Like-
was beyond irrelevant. That was like
Oh, I know, but
mine.
there are things like the time I played Blaze Blue and was fighting a guy whose gamertag was Arakune.
And did he play Arakune? And did he beef spam?
I don't think he was playing Arakune, no.
Get ready. Race for
I don't remember for sure now. I don't think I saved a replay of that one, so...
Playing Arakune in Blaze Blue online was the first time I ever got legitimate hate mail. Like, he was like, you faggot, only faggot spam to win, and he was like sending me these like really childish...
Oh yeah, I got... It wasn't spam for me, but I beat a guy as as Lambda once, and, you know, he messaged me about how I was spamming. Which,
Yeah.
last time I checked, that's how you play Lambda. You spam swords.
Named Noelle, and I got crap one day for playing cheap, and it was a fight I won without even using her dive.
Ouch.
How the fuck is that cheap?
checkpoint.
It's about the fighting game community and it being mostly located in ghettos or really angry
Well, it's something
people.
about Xbox Live.
Well,
That
no.
too.
Yeah, it's like the perfect of dickheads.
I don't think the fighting game community thing is a real excuse here because we're talking about an anime fighter, not Marvel.
That, yeah.
Hey, doesn't matter if it's an anime fighter, Marvel, pure Street player. The community's still largely full of dickheads.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying as far as the kind of dickheads.
I don't know. I've met some of those kind of dickheads on Dust Blue.
Did we just get pushed to the right, even though we were in the left side?
Okay.
Checkpoint.
Geg's made a decision, and that's what we're sticking with.
I guess. He was right there, in front of me on the left. Like, I was crashing into him on the left side. But I don't know, this game's crazy. But yeah, as far as, like I said, it just doesn't seem like it would be the same kind of dickheads playing Blaze Blue. I know where I live is kind of, like I said, it's in Illinois and it's not Chicago, so it's basically a country area, but it's still a decent-sized city. And yet there are some games sitting at my GameStop, the one closest to me, where they have not sold since release, like years ago. I mean, they've still got a copy of Death Smiles.
I'm actually kind of impressed by that.
They had 2 copies of Death Smiles, I guess, because I bought one of them. So,
like the
the LE.
original, yeah.
Yeah, the one that's super common.
Well, I've got a GameStop around here that has just the, regular case, new and steel. I don't think they have any LEs.
Well, I know they've also got... Because what GameStop always does when you pre-order something like that is they'll get 2 copies in, so that they have a shelf copy and your sealed pre-order copy. And so they still have copies of, let's see, Continuum Shift Extend on 360, because I pre-ordered it.
That sells reasonably.
Yeah.
Like I said, Central Illinois, middle of nowhere, country area, no one plays video games. Unless they have Call of Duty in the name. But they still have Extend, they still have Odemedius Excellent.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it was because I pre-ordered it, and so they got the second copy because of that. I like the game.
How much money have you cost this store because of your pre-order? How much junk they have laying on the shelf that's all your fault?
I don't know. But keep in mind, they also had, until I bought it because it was ultra cheap, they had Duke Nukem Forever sitting there, the limited edition.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the other GameStops still has, and the other one in the same town still has the Balls of Steel edition sitting there. I've considered buying it on multiple occasions because it would only be $20, and I could use the Duke busts as bookends. Yeah, like I said, I could use the Duke busts as bookends.
I use really surprises me. There's a GameStop here in town that actually regularly has to order in because they have copies of Rise and Fighter Aces. And it's baffles me.
Wait, what?
They never have more than 2 or 3 copies of Rise and Fighter Aces on hand at any given time, but they regularly have new copies coming in. I get talking to my friends and they're like, we're ordering in at least 1 copy a month. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but for what it is.
Yeah, for Rise and Fighter Aces. Which is, a great game. It's a great compilation and all, but... Wow,
absolutely, but...
people are actually
or
picking
Europeans.
it up. Huh.
Well, I don't know. That's not as weird as what I found, because the library in the same town does have video games, and I actually found Riding Fighters Aces in their stocks on the shelves. I don't know. I mean, this is the same library where I found a copy of Calamity Trigger. That's how I was playing it. But I don't know, it's very rare that I find stuff actually worth playing there.
Getting that from a library just fashion, but anything else?
I don't know, I'm used to getting music CDs and DVDs and graphic novels.
Definition of what a library is, graphic novels, yeah.
Well, it's just... When I say graphic novels, I mean the libraries around where I live have so much manga, it's not even funny. Well, no, it's...
Because of the area is why I say it's kind of...
Well, yeah, that's what's weird, but it's really popular is the thing. I mean, because they get so many different series in, and it's not just manga. I mean, they get the Western trade paperbacks as well. And those are also popular, but I mean, all of it's just really popular.
I just think that it was actually in a... It's definitely been a few years.
My library actually has a lot of paperbacks too. That's might be because we actually still have a comic book shop. Terrible.
Yeah, we've got a comic shop in that town as well, but that's not why they have all the trade paperbacks. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, the reason I read the Star Trek manga is because they had it at that library.
Yeah, wait.
There are 2 of them. I've read the first one, and it's a collection of short stories, but, you know, they're drawn in a manga style.
Oh, so like the StarCraft manga.
Yeah, I would guess.
That sounds like the same sort of...
Well, I know they had that Warcraft graphic novel series, and not World of Warcraft. I mean, it was like, you know, that whole area, that whole world, but they had that as like a multi-volume series, and I think that was actually Korean drawn. Yeah, a lot of it is. I keep seeing, and I've seen it at like multiple libraries now, a series called PhD, which is also Korean. And that one's like a school for demons and a... It's not Rosario Cross Vampire, though.
Oh, jeez, what the hell did you just...
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure someone just went...
Oh boy.
Back again.
Well, I watched Geggs clip into a wall, so...
That's why it was spun out when I came around the corner.
But yeah, as far as library stuff, I mean, my dad checks out CDs all the time because he rips stuff.
That I would ever library for that on the ground. Interneted.
Yeah, but it's slightly more legal, all things considered.
It's less risky, I suppose. Yeah,
Then again, I'm from
mean...
a country where... Oh, right! I'm from the country where you can't sue people for piracy. Legally can.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
It's because we pay a tariff on all burnable media for essentially the right to do that.
Well, I wish we had something like that here, but no.
Well, if it's any consolation, you have ruined my copyright law in regards to video.
Great.
Not that I care. I'm still pirating it as well. I don't even really consider it pirating when most of the stuff I'm downloading film-wise is like 1970s Hong Kong that don't have a release here.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of my justification for downloading some of the anime that I download, because it's like, okay, this isn't getting an English release.
Or half the time if it is, it's getting either a dub or it's getting a subtitle that's not accurate.
Well, even with that, I mean, most of the time with the releases here that are dubbed, it's a second audio track. I mean, it's very rare nowadays where you get series where it's not dual audio.
And I won't lie, it's great for the plot. Like, I don't watch much anymore, or at least actually like the English stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, those are so few and far between, and they're really famous examples usually. Yeah, well, like I was saying, it's basically really famous examples like Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, because Cowboy Bebop, I don't find emotion in a lot of the Japanese performances at all.
Yeah, I've never even bothered watching it in Japanese because it just.
I tried once and it was fun.
Well, I happen to like that series anyway, so I mean, I watched it in English when I was seeing it.
So I just hit one of the cones the kegs hit, like as it was bouncing, and then it bounced off my car and hit the back of his and bounced back past me.
Awesome.
You
I think I hit it too.
Like volleyball rally going there.
But yeah, I know. With some of the anime that I'm talking about, though, it's things like, okay, or if it's not that, where it's, you know, not going to get released over here, it's something like, okay, I'm watching Haruhi Suzumiya, and I'm not paying $50 each for a season of that show.
Yeah, didn't they want something like $200 for, like, the 2 Blu-rays?
No, it's not that bad.
Japanese pricing.
Yeah, it sounds like what it would cost over there, but over here it's not quite that bad. Unless you're buying, if you're buying an Aniplex series, it is that bad. Because you look at something like the Kara no Kyokai DVDs, or Blu-rays, not DVDs.
Yeah.
Kara no Kyokai Blu-rays are like $400 or something. Because they basically gave us the Japanese release.
Yeah, I have no problem with pirating.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
I don't have a huge problem in general because I buy enough shit.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, for me, it's like... Okay, I bought Clannad, the game itself, not the anime. The game itself, because I bought a copy of the PS2 version, because they had a budget reprint of it, and it happened to be on sale on top of that. I paid, including shipping, $25 for a copy of the game. And that's, you know, a legit copy, full voice. I mean, it's everything. I just can't play it in English because I played it in English on PC. The anime would cost me twice what I paid for the game itself for one season.
Yep, checkpoint.
Yep. Well, it's worse if you buy it in Japan. Because I did the math because we had been talking about it in the IRC channel, and it came out to like, I don't remember what it was now, like 28 times as much to buy all of the, you know, the entire series on Blu-ray, the Japanese releases. I know, but keep in mind, this was the Japanese release of the game, too. There is no English release, but still.
It's still just how it's... That's why you have region locked pricing models like that don't...
Yeah.
But they're considered the norm. Plus in Japan, everybody recycles crap they buy anyway.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the way I look at it is, I buy the stuff I really want. I pirate something and really like it, I'll buy it. Copy of Kirby's
same thing.
The other day out of guilt. Because I played the shit out of a
pirate copy
I had and felt inclined to buy it. But by that same token, I've spent like...
I think the most expensive individual thing I've bought this month was... Well, okay, no, not counting. I had to go buy a set of speakers when I got here, when I got to Kentucky, because I forgot to bring a set with me. But aside from that, the most expensive thing I bought was... Whoa, what happened?
No,
The most expensive thing I bought was Torchlight 2.
Yeah. Well, and
that was $20.
Kind of a bad month for me.
Yeah.
Bad month for me. Had Indiana Jones Blu-ray collection, so that's like $300 right there. Cabin in the Woods was out.
Yeah, I definitely need to buy the Kirby collection. I would buy the Journey collection in a heartbeat, but my PS3 doesn't read discs.
I bought the Journey collection. I've been thinking about buying it, and then it's like included 3 months of PSN Plus, and I'm like, I'm gonna check out Double Dragon Neon. So this works out really well.
Yeah.
Well, I bought my PS3. I got for $60 from a friend. You know, knowing it doesn't read discs. So, I mean, it was fine, because, you know, this was also the month that Sony launched the Instant Game Collection thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I went ahead and shortly after buying the system, on the way home, I stopped in at GameStop and bought a $50, you know, year of PlayStation Plus. So I've got it until, like, July or something of next year.
Yeah. Yeah, you do get a lot of good...
Yeah.
Like,
That's mainly why I bought it. Same here.
I don't know if I'd actually be able to justify it. I've had a look at what's there, and...
Well, keep in mind it's not just the free stuff, and the free stuff's going to get better for me because they're expanding it in November to Vita.
Yeah, if I had a Vita, that would be a different...
Well, I don't have a Vita yet, but I do definitely plan on getting one. So...
My thing is a lot of what's on the Instant Game Collection I either don't care about or I already own.
Yeah, well, that's how it's been for me for some of it, for a lot of the stuff they've added. I already owned, I mean, going into it, I already owned Hardcore Uprising. When they added Pac-Man Championship Edition DX, I had paid for that full price on 360. They added Outland, already bought on 360. I mean, those aren't the only ones. I think they're... Oh yeah, Scott Pilgrim, already owned on 360.
Yeah, same deal here.
But then on the other hand, for all of the ones where it's been like that, free copy of Space Marine, free copy of Just Cause 2, which at the time I couldn't play on PC. Free copy of Renegade Ops, free copy of Virtua Fighter 5.
Bit of an issue for me. I'm like a proper collector, so stuff that's not just a game on there, something I want the disc.
Right. Well, that's how I am normally, but with the PS3, like I said, it doesn't read discs.
Yeah, you're trying to... I would die if my PS3 lost. Not for
Well, it
games,
sounds like you're also using it as a Blu-ray player, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a damn fine Blu-ray. Especially if you have the...
Yeah, and I wish I could use it as a Blu-ray player.
No, I didn't have too much good... one, and it was basically a factory lemon and died within a week. Then I got a second one, and it was backwards compatible, and it was awesome. And then I had trouble once with it, and I accidentally wiped the hard drive because I couldn't see output.
Ouch.
Yeah, I freaked out a little there, and then one day I went to play the Saboteur, and the system restarted twice, and then yellow light.
Ouch.
That's really bad
with the
luck.
disc still.
Ouch.
Which was really annoying. I got a new one for Christmas.
I have problems like that with my 360s, or have, because I had my launch 360. Never had that problem with PlayStation.
Well, I've never had, aside from the one I went into it having a problem with. I mean, like I said, doesn't read discs, but I knew that going in. I've not had any problems with my PS3, aside from that it's slow on PSN, because PSN is slow. But with my 360, I've never had any problems either, because I got the Slim 360.
Yeah. See,
And the only thing I could say is a problem there is I can't use my Death Smiles faceplate.
Yeah, which is basically
That's
on
a
my
fair
Elite.
reason.
Yeah, I'll take all the other stuff with the redesign over the faceplate capability.
So would I.
Still disappointing.
Yeah.
My had originally. It lasted a long time, because that was like in late 07. Thank God they'd extended Red Ring of Death. I had 2 more replacements within a year after that. Thank God I've had good luck with my Elite and my Japanese 360. I do not want to go through the hassle of RMA Japanese 360.
Yeah. Well, it's actually, from what I understand, not that difficult. And you still send it to US Microsoft, and they send you back a Japanese 360.
It gets flagged with an overseas RMA or some type. Like, they basically flag the RMA as not being a console from so that they make sure they replace it the same way.
Right. And it's good that they do that, because otherwise, you have a lot of people who'd get screwed over.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of regions, whereabouts are you located?
He's in Finland. And I'm pretty sure the rest of us are in North America.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Yeah.
I'm currently in Great from Ohio.
Position.
Whereabouts in Ohio?
What?
Whereabouts in Ohio?
West side of Cleveland. Actual trip. And the RV.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
I'm missing my internet at home. And I mean, it's not even that good at home. The upload is nice, but the download is only 6 megabit. And it's half that here. So...
Actually, just glad that I finally found an internet provider that's with a bandwidth cap.
That was my thing until September of last year. Because we were on HughesNet, which had... We were paying for the highest plan they offered, and got 425 megabytes a day. I mean, and this was for slow internet, unusable for online play, period, because it was satellite.
Yeah, satellite's kind of a special...
For how awful it is.
Yeah, I've been on satellite before as well. But
Yeah, we were on there for like 4 years.
Like ISPs decided to do caps, and they were ridiculous caps. Like they'd give you a 15 meg connection, and then like a 60 gigabyte cap.
Well, I did the math because the other satellite provider available where I live is Wild Blue. HughesNet has the daily caps, and Wild Blue has a monthly cap.
Yep.
And it was like a 15 gigabyte cap for the month. I did the math, and it came out to HughesNet actually having more bandwidth.
By a little, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, by a little from the straight up cap part, but the other thing on there that really pushed it over to being, not entirely awful like Wild Blue would have been, it had an uncapped period every day for about 5 hours.
Oh, that is nice. Oh. That's like 2 to 6 or something in the early morning.
It's 1 to 6 a.m., yeah,
Ow.
but
yeah.
You can schedule downloads at least.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually, the ISP I'm on now, I really love. It's 28 gigabit connection and a sort of roll. But the nice thing about them is apps, they don't start billing you. They charge you 25 cents a gigabyte until you get up to the cost of the unlimited. They just put you on the unlimited plan for that month. And the unlimited plan is like $8 more.
That's really reasonable.
Yeah, that's because they're a smaller ISP that's legally able to lease their lines to one of the bigger ones. They give us good deals.
Yeah, that sounds really good. My setup is, like I said, it's a 6 megabit down. The thing that's good is that it's also 6 megabit up.
Yeah,
and I know that's... The speeds there, are really nice for up speed. Considering the down speed. And it's because it's a wireless connection.
Like wireless mesh?
I don't know the exact technology for it, but it's like a local thing, basically.
Yeah,
And it's through a local provider based out of town. But it's like, I almost always get full speed on it because we're the only ones on our node.
That's what it was like. You had mesh and Sega, except you had like 18 meg uptight.
Damn.
Absolutely.
See, I would love that. But, I mean, I'm honestly fine with 6 up, 6 down.
I'd love more than 1 up, because no matter what plan I go with, max I can get is 1 meg up.
Yes!
Yeah.
Which is why when I was uploading like 20-minute HD Resident Evil 6 demo playthroughs, I was doing like 1 a day.
Game over.
Yeah, well, I know I had one time when I was uploading almost 2 gigabytes because I was my ex-girlfriend, and she was my ex at this time as well, and we broke up a couple years back, but we still stay in touch. She had called me, just wanting to say hi, and we talked for a bit. Or no, she texted me actually at that time, but I think we did end up talking on the phone as well. But she wanted to know if I had any way of getting stuff set up for her to be able to play Fate Stay Night, play the visual novel itself.
Right.
And I ended up uploading a complete install to my file storage online, and it took a couple hours because it was 2 gig, but
yeah, that's still
and
not
it was
bad.
still nice. Yeah.
Race for the top position.
I just remembered this because I was going through stuff on my file storage the other day and finally started deleting stuff. I don't know what my limit on there is because I don't pay for it. Sikraikin, of all people, he gave me file space on falsificator.com. So I've got warp.falsificator.com, which I was initially going to do game reviews on, and just moving the game review thing I was doing on a forum, and I wrote 2 things and stopped. So now I just use it for storage.
How exactly did that term?
Falsificator? It's Italian. And, he was dealing with all the Italians, so, they were using it to describe his scores. And, he ended up adopting it, sort of making fun of them. Bought falsificator.com, gave a few people subdomains on it, because he also gave Metal or Metallica, depending, or he's TLB now, I think, is what he is on the forum. But gave him metal.falsificator.com, and gave Shu-sama space on it as well, which if you go to shu.falsificator.com, it's hilarious. It's just a page where the header is I kill robots, and then it's Japanese, or not Japanese, a Chinese symbol, just repeated over and over.
Checkpoint.
Okay,
It's kind of crazy. It made more sense back when, he was actually messing with it, and it initially said I kill robots over and over. Because this was also what he was saying all the time in chat. I don't know, Shu-sama's crazy. Nah.
Wait, so like when he says I kill robots, does he mean like he's playing catcher? Or does he just say I just kill robots?
That's what it said, was I kill robots. That was all.
Are you sure his real name is Random Haji?
I don't know.
that takes me back. Game I need to...
The police?
Yeah, I've got just with the English translation waiting for it to pop on the PlayStation.
I'm still
It's a
playing
much
Metal Gear
slower
Solid. Yeah, the first one. I'm playing... I own the PS1 version, but I was getting ready to go play, not at home, and so I was going to play it on my netbook. So I went and found the old PC version, torrented that. It works fine. I play it on my netbook. It's just, I'm not on my netbook all that often. So I'm guessing for where stuff would be if I was playing the real thing, I'm still on the first disc. I mean, I just, for the last thing that happened in my run, I just met Otakon.
Yeah,
So,
you are not far enough.
yeah, I am definitely not far, I know.
Second disc is after Sniper Wolf, right?
Second disc starts when you get to that area with the lava stuff.
The key card.
Yeah, it's like right before you get into that sequence where you have to go find the key. Like, it's right before that. And in Metal Gear Solid 4, I think that's the same spot where Otakon, oh, hey, you should,
Yeah.
And it's like, you should... Wait, we don't have to worry about that because the fourth...
Third place!
Because...
Yeah, that series loves its fourth wall.
Yeah.
And fight
Well, I know all of the stuff that Master says every time you call him. He just says so much stuff.
Yeah.
But no, the thing is, I really need to play through it because I bought the HD collection on 360. And, you know, I really want to play those, but...
Nope, at least one good game on it.
Well, Peace Walker's supposed to be really good. 3, obviously, everyone loves Metal Gear Solid 3.
Is perfect. It is best of them. Great
Yeah,
story,
3 is
great
the one I
game.
want to sit down and play, but I want to finish 1 first.
You should have played it first. It's chronologically the first.
I know, but I was told I should play... I'm playing them in numerical order because I was told which order I played them in as far as 1 and 3 would affect how I see Revolver Ocelot.
That is true.
It really helps
So-
if you play them in like Metal Gear Solid stuff that happened later. And
Yeah,
like,
right.
you start realizing like everyone that gets killed in Metal Gear Solid was actually like other people. Like you find out who they really close.
Right.
But the HD collection has Metal Gear 1 and
Yeah.
Yeah, and they are...
Well, it has the MSX versions, too.
2. Yeah, correct.
The only
Rather than being... Yeah, well, rather than being the NES version of Metal Gear, which I own on cartridge, and Metal Gear 2 Snake's Revenge.
turning into dark territory here.
Yeah, that's my point.
Like, you gotta bring us back towards the Metal Gear Solid. What a nice surprise,
Yeah.
aside from the box puzzle.
Well, you know what's funny about that one? The acronym?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yep.
It's been over a decade since I learned of this game, and I never noticed that.
I've never noticed that.
I didn't notice it until it was pointed out to me that, yeah, they were doing that whole thing long before the DS.
But considering the kind of person Kojima is, surprised me.
Not at all.
But I mean, it's
that
like...
man needs an editor.
Yeah, but it's like all of those PSP games that have PSP as the acronym, which mainly comes out to being Phantasy Star Portable, but still.
Yeah, that's a pretty good game that has an acronym for a I don't know, I actually have been playing it. I swear they get progressively more. But like, that one's actually really short. Acronym-based game.
I've not really put much time into any Phantasy Star games, and I don't really have any reason why. I mean, I downloaded, I think I downloaded, I'm not sure if I actually downloaded it or just got ready to download it and then never did. But I'm starting to mess around with GameCube emulation, so I'm pretty sure I downloaded Phantasy Star Phantasy Star Online episodes 1 and 2 plus.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Remind me. It's a very random question. Do you happen to have a lead GameCube?
Nope.
Not immediately, but I fiddle have weird random.
Yeah, if you come across any, I kind of am interested. Kate and I have this bizarre desire to do a proper 8 GameCube Mario Kart Double Dash race.
Worth it.
Because it's so fucking gratuitous to pull it off.
But it's worth it.
And I'm talking proper, like 8 GameCubes,
32 players,
8 component video cables.
Oh Jesus! Wow, you're really going balls out here.
Oh yeah. If you lose the ludicrous.
But like I said, 32 players.
Does it really support that many people?
No, it's
I don't
16.
think it does, but yeah.
It's 16 players and 8 players.
8 GameCubes, 2 to a system.
That's still
Or
pretty
2
good.
cards. Wow, what happened?
I
think you drifted backwards. It was Jiska again, but...
Stop doing that.
Well, I lost. I'm looking at the goal. It was because I got rammed into by a car flying backwards.
Wait, and then...
Game over.
And that car flew forwards again?
I guess, I don't know.
Hey, we should do the 15 course whatever thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do
15
that.
course is great.
Yeah, I'll make that my last game for
Yeah, I've probably got to go do other stuff as well.
And I'm starting to run out of cold beer. So
that is truly.
Well, I love this. I went to the other day to get. I was just looking for a case of 9 Tall Boys of Rolling Rock, and they didn't have any. So rather than just grabbing 9 loose cans, this would have been the smart thing to do. I bought a flat. I've got like 12 liters of beer sitting on my table waiting to be drank.
Fun.
And as I'm an unemployed appropriate thing.
Yeah, like I said, I don't drink at all. Part of it is because I don't turn 21 for like a month. But part of it is I just plain don't have any interest.
You terrible, unreasonable ages.
Yeah,
I mean, part of it, like I said, is I have no interest too. So
Well, that's fine. I have no problem with your personal choice. I have a problem with your country's age restrictions.
completely ass backwards laws, legal things, and
yeah.
everything.
There's a lot of things. But
Well,
I'll
the
just
fact
say
that
the
you
one
can
personally
smoke
likes.
at 18 and drink at 21.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Highest drinking.
Yeah.
Then again, you also have like tri-counties in your country. That would be
Yeah, we
that
do.
would be frowned upon here.
Yeah, my uncle was telling me about it the other day. We had gone over to do some shopping before they left, and he was talking because he was getting, a case of beers. He was talking about how when they moved here, it was a dry county.
I die of thirst.
It's not that I need to have the booth. I don't like the not having the option. Not fun.
It's
What if
a social
I just want a beer?
By the way, I like how I can hear Night Flight playing through your speakers.
Wow, you can actually hear my...
Yeah, well, it's funny because I hear Night Flight playing through yours, and Night Flight is also playing on my end, and they're actually in sync. Yeah. Yeah, I hear it. Oh, it's not quite in sync, but it's close.
Probably is to be back to the latency of songs.
I swear the woman singing it is the same one that's Fantasy Star. That might just be Sega picking singers that all have that.
Right. Well, look up who it is, because I'm pretty sure it's Brenda Vaughn for this one. So look up who it is for the Phantasy Star stuff.
All the today's topics included broadband adapters for the game.
Gratuitous
Don Patch.
Yeah, gratuitous
Oh yeah, and
Mario
beating Don
card.
Patch.
Like I'm breaking
He also
into the
talked
world
about things like how much Shmups Forum sucks.
Well,
It's like-
not
it's like we're-
necessarily sucks, but it's full of venomous jackals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I touched on my abuse. That's an important part.
Yep.
Seriously, Drum and MX7, I swear to God, would murder me if they had a chance. And I get that I don't share the same ideology. Still, to just post a comment and then immediately get, let's see, Pet Lord was the first one. Then, Racing Brony. Then Drum added that he thinks terrorist. All the while, I'm being like the most polite person.
What thread was this?
It was friendly thread on preserving endangered species.
Friendly thread, so...
Yes, friendly. The most poorly named member on the
Yeah, I commented on this, like, back around when he joined. Most of his posts were in the thread about Otamedia's Excellent, a game he hated.
Yeah,
And he went out of his way to insult people who were playing it.
yeah, I think the last time I recall him posting, like right afterwards, I was just like, nah man, it's cool.
What I find funny is that he's caused me to have a whole new appreciation for Sega. Mike is the nicest guy in the world compared to friendly. And that's
Yeah, compared
Yeah.
to.
Compared to, yeah, I agree with the synopsis.
Yes.
But I mean,
Very important quality.
even Elixir is nice compared to that guy.
Yeah, well, Elixir hasn't made a post.
Elixir's banned. Or not banned, but he's restricted from posting.
I
As
know
far as I
the
know.
story of this, so I'm actually partially responsible.
And I guess Gus is also restricted from posting anywhere except
Gus
high scores and strategy.
voluntarily asked, though.
Yeah. Right.
Elixir thing, I made a complaint after he called me a racist and stuff like that, and
Well, I sort of wish we could make it so, I know how to make it so that's possible, except that FNet doesn't support it. But I sort of wish it was possible to make it so we can't speak in IRC either.
A lot of this IRC chat.
He's just an asshole. I mean, that's really what it is.
oh, latency.
Yeah. But no, it's just I don't like him. I don't like how he acts about most people. I don't like his...
I even complained to Smadgy about this because I'd had enough. Like, I will take a ridiculous amount of shit without complaining. appreciate that other people can be happy. It became a point where every thread he entered just went to mod lock. And it's just a change, and finally you just gotta...
Yeah. Well, in IRC, it's when you've got things like, and I'm paraphrasing here, because he used languages that I don't, but no one over the age of 20 should give a damn about Nintendo. That's an actual thing. Like I said, paraphrase.
That's the exact opposite. It's people who give a damn about Nintendo.
Yeah. Well, not even for nostalgia purposes. I could not care less about nostalgia. I'd rather play new games. I mean, I'll play old games, but a lot of them are junk. I mean, plain and simple.
I will agree with you on that. I still like to play old games just because it's a good old game.
Yeah, that's the point. When they're actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I've noticed, like, over time, like, certain games that people used to play kind of like, it's an alright game. Like, you start to think, man, this game's pretty crappy now that I play it.
Because
really
at
good
the time
stuff.
it was impressive, but it's...
Yeah, and that's like, I'll
Well,
play something.
not even stuff like that. Stuff where at the time it was terrible, but you had nothing else.
Yeah. Like, would anyone play Booger Man now? Like, really? Like, I don't remember that game being
For a
great.
laugh, maybe. That's about it.
Like, can you
Well, but I mean, there's lots of stuff where it's like, okay, I only had access to this game and nothing else when I was a kid. And so, you know, people get blinded by nostalgia because it's not so much nostalgia as Stockholm's.
That's why I like to go back and play stuff like it, because nowadays, I mean, if I play something I remember liking and it's shit, then it's shit. I'm not gonna keep the rose-colored glasses on.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't bother with the rose-colored glasses, period.
And though, I've also gained a lot of appreciation for games that I didn't really get when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's,
Like,
playing... I played Devil May Cry when I was, like, maybe 13, and, like, I could not handle that combat at all, so I had to play it just to get through it. And then I played it very recently on the HD collection, and I was, like, losing my shit over how good the game was. Just the original one, just how it all worked out. Like, there were a few things I didn't like, some of the auto-aim
It's
stuff.
very stiff in some areas.
Yeah, but, like,
Well,
it was
especially
to
the
the point where I was...
I have not played it at all. I've not played any of the Devil May Cry games, but I bought the HD collection just like a week ago because it was $20 on Amazon. So I plan on fixing that. Yeah, well, since it actually has all the games, unlike, say, Silent Hill HD collection or Metal Gear Solid HD collection. Well, even Metal Gear Solid HD collection.
That's a better collection.
But it still doesn't have all of them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, then you look at Zone of the Enders HD, it has 2 of the 3 games in the series. And the one that it doesn't have was a turn-based tactics game on Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. Is it good? Because I heard it was...
I played through it, but I've never played any other Zone of the Enders game. So, I can't really speak about how good it is.
Well, alright, so from a turn-based strategy perspective...
It's fun enough.
Okay.
The combat's a bit odd, because, like, it has actual player-based input stuff, and it's not, like, it's not something like, for example, Namco Cross Capcom, where you had fighting game button inputs. Of course, that game sucked anyway, so let's just ignore it. But it's like you have to actually make sure you're aiming, like you have to move your targeting reticle to make sure you're aiming at the enemy ship, or, you know, depending on what you're fighting, ship or orbital frame, or...
That's kind of cool.
But, yeah, it's an okay enough game, though.
I I mean, that
And no one knows it exists because it was a spin-off on Game Boy Advance.
Series that was...
Hmm?
But, Nick said something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I haven't played any of the others, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to, it's just I've never gotten around to it.
You'll get around to it with the HD collection.
Yeah. The first one, you can do hours, and I enjoyed it. I started playing the second one and getting my ass handed to me, like every single combat encounter, and I have no idea why.
Sounds about like my experience with
Well, the thing is, I've known for years that I needed to play it because the second game has the Vic Viper orbital frame.
Yes, and that fight's like really early in the game. So if you don't like the game, play it for like an hour and you're good.
I mean, I've known for years I need to play it just because of that. It's just I've never gotten around to it. Even when I gained the ability to pirate PS2 games, I never got around to it.
It's a
So
pretty
it's
cool
just-
fight, and I think it might be playable in the...
I mean, I wouldn't just want to play part of it. I would want to go all the way.
But it's cool to get the Vic Viper thing pretty
Yeah.
Even the music for the fight is obvious remix.
But yeah, I know as far as some of the other games, though, that we were talking about, I mean, like I said, I've never played a Devil May Cry game, but, you know, I've really enjoyed the hell out of Bayonetta. I'm replaying it now for achievements and stuff. I finished it some months ago, but I'm replaying it now for achievements and stuff, and, you know, for some of the other unlocks. So this run is actually on very easy automatic, just because I'm playing it. You know, it's too bad I don't think this counts for the achievement.
That's a good clear
Because,
sign.
yeah, because we're under 1430. But I think it's, the way it's set up, it's like, you need to be under 1430 for the 15-minute course, but the difficult thing is clearing the 15-minute course.
Yeah.
Or not 15-minute, 15 stage. So it doesn't matter what your time is as long as you finish. Whereas with the, you know, with the standard 5-course thing, it's actually a matter of, okay, I have to finish it.
Yeah.
And do well.
Alright, well,
So,
I guess I'm out, so...
yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave as well. I've got some other stuff I've got to do. This was great fun. I hope we can do this again sometime.
I will definitely stop by for this again, because I got nothing else to
I'm
do.
gonna register on.
Yeah, I'm going to go post about how fun this was.
People
Alright.
for once.
Oh, and I'll go
Yeah.
back to the goofy vid, the goofy